Yay! So, why am I celebrating with sparkling cider? Why? I'm gonna be a lady. Y'all hear that ASMR? Today we are celebrating to an amazing Kickstarter, and I really wish you could see. So here we go. The anthology Love Me in Vegas is fully funded, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So I have an announcement to make, and I am going to keep this brief because I don't want to cry. So, in short, just a quick recap. My name is Author Kim McCoy. I am a multi-genre author who leans into romance because I can't commit to a genre. And I am going to Author Nation and I am going to be a signing author at Reader Nation this November. And I had the honor, the privilege to be one of the first ever authors for Reader Nation to take part in their first ever romance anthology, Love Me in Vegas. And it is now fully funded. This has been a wild journey. That's all I have to say. It's been a wild, incredible journey. This month has been hectic. Not only is this anthology fully funded, but I think by the time you guys see this video, obviously it will have been funded. And I think it was funded at like 150%. I want to say 200% funded, which is insane. The actual goal was 10K. And the last time I checked this morning before I started work, it was already over 21K. That is insane. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank everyone that supported, whether you backed the project, whether you liked any of my very many posts, whether you shared or left a comment. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for supporting this project. This is a huge event for me because, as many of you know, I am team indoors and I don't like going out. But I do realize the importance of going out and showing up, which is why I always try to go to at least one event. And it seems to be that Author Nation is that event for me because every year it just continues to get better and better. And I will forever be thankful for the opportunity that I have had presented to me. Not only, again, am I guest speaking at this event, but I got to participate in their first ever romance anthology. And this anthology, being a part of it, this Kickstarter has been incredible. And I'm pretty sure y'all are wondering, well, what's next? Because that's what people do. They always ask, what's next? What's next? Right now, for me, what's next is obviously the event. It is now, by the time you're watching this video, it is now August. So that means I have, 3 months left to continue preparing for Author Nation and Reader Nation. And so that is what's next for me, is going to Author Nation, attending classes and workshops and volunteering, because yes, I am volunteering again this year. I'm really looking forward to it. Also meeting the authors from this anthology and taking part in Reader Nation, because I just know it's going to be magical. I'm really looking forward to it. As far as the Kickstarter goes, again, I just wanted to make sure I come on and thank you all for supporting that. Since the anthology on Kickstarter has been fully funded, that means the funds that are available will be divided amongst us authors. And I know people are like, oh, well, there's so many authors. Like, are you going to get any money back? I'm glad you asked, because yes, I will. Now, obviously, I'm not going to disclose that amount with you. That's between me and the powers that be. But I do want to share with you my plans for those funds, whatever that amount may be. First up on my list, anti-piracy. I'm hoping I'm saying that right because I write, but I don't always say the words right. So, anti-piracy has been something that I have been dealing with, I mean, as all authors do. And it's just, we're never like really going to be able to like stomp it out, obviously. But I take part in, not take part, but I pay a subscription for Muso, and it's an anti-piracy protection that I have for my books, and I don't have it for all of my books. And so, going forward, with the funds that I receive from this Kickstarter, I'll be able to pay for my entire collection to be funded by Muso, which means all of my works I can actually put under Muso. And if there's any anti piracy infringement or anything like that, it goes to them and they will handle. So, in short, the first thing I'm doing with my Kickstarter funds when I receive them is pay for is pay for protection for all of my works for the year. I forget how much it is. It's not too much, but it does add up the more works that you have. So it's usually best to just pay for the bundle, and that way you can put all your works under it in one place. Because I've already paid for copyrights for like each one of my stories. So yeah, it can add up a bit. I'm almost in the double digits when it comes to my published works. So being able to pay for Muso for the entire year for all of my works is a coup for me. I love that. Thank you again. Secondly, there is a course that I would like to take over on Coursera. And I know I don't really need the course, but I really want to take it. It's a specialization for a creative writing. And I'm not sure how to pronounce the name of the university. It starts with a W. So if you're on Coursera, you probably already know what I'm talking about, but they have a specialization in creative writing. And so, with the funds that I have left after obviously paying for Muso, I want to take this course. And it'll probably take me roughly 3 months to take it. And since I don't have Coursera's, like I don't have their subscription, I have to pay for it like each month. And I think it's $60 a month. And I was like, okay, I'll probably be able to finish it within 2 months. So I'm really looking forward to taking this. It's like, I think it's 4 courses, and then there's a capsule that you take after that, which I don't know. I'm just an academic girly. I like studying, and I love being able to create and combine those two. And really, this is going to help me improve my storytelling so that I can give you all better stories. So that's the main reason why I'm really looking forward to this course. And then the third thing that I would like to do, depending on the funds that I receive from this Kickstarter, pay my editor. I need to pay my editors. I should really say editors because I have multiple editors that I want to work with because I have multiple stories. Because again, I am a multi-genre writer. That is what I do. And I've already reached out to my book coach for one story in particular that I want to release next year. This story, whew, it came out of nowhere, and I wasn't really sure what to do with it because I wasn't expecting that I would write something like this. It is just it's a romance story. It's an unconventional romance story. And my book coach looked it over and they gave me such incredible feedback and things that I can work on to improve. And while I've been, working and, writing other stories, I keep coming back to this one. So this story is at the top of my publishing list. Like it has literally made its way to the top. Which is saying a lot because y'all know I get on this internet and I talk about re-releasing magic. Like at this point, I do it at least once a month. But this story, like I feel so called to tell this story first. And it's just a lot. I've reached out again to my book coach and I'm working with her in regards to getting it ready for next year. And I wanted it to be a spring release, but it's looking like at the earliest it might be a summer release. because obviously I have to pay her. So that is what I wanted to share with you all today. So quick recap. Thank you again, heartfelt just thank you so much for supporting indie authors. Thank you so much for supporting Author and Reader Nation. And thank you so much for supporting the first ever Reader Nation romance anthology. I'm so excited. Okay. So thank you all so much for that. And again, once all the funds and things have been paid for and everyone has received their I guess you can call them dividends. I'm not sure what you call it, but like once everyone receives payment for the book, and once everyone has received their books and all that stuff, the authors that participated in this anthology, we will receive the funds that are left over. It's divided between all of us. And if there's enough funds available, I plan on getting the Muso anti-piracy protection for the year. This covers all of my works. I also plan on enrolling in a creative writing specialization course over on Coursera. And then I plan on paying my book coach because I have books that I want to publish and I need them to be edited before I do that. So again, thank you all again so much. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my cider because I tried drinking out of a glass, you guys, but really I usually just drink it straight out the bottle. So, and I love chilled sparkling cider. So thank you again so much, everyone. And I hope you all have a great month of August. I will check back in with my monthly update for my journey to Reader Nation. So if you enjoyed this video, or my shenanigans as they are, go ahead and check out the rest of the videos for this playlist and come back in August because I'll have another monthly update. And in that update, I think I'm going to talk I'm going to talk a little bit about my workshop, not too much, because obviously if you're going to Author Nation, I want you to attend my workshop. And I'm going to talk about cosplaying at Author Nation. It's something that I've thought about doing, but this year I really am doing the thing. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video and have a good one. Cheers.